Everyone, it's Brad here, coming to you from Whistler, British Columbia in Canada. It's a bit nipple outside, but super beautiful. In fact, it's snowing now. I'll actually just show you out the window. Yeah, it's very good. So that's the view from my lounge window. It's pretty decent. Alright, so Fran asked me to make a 21st speech for her birthday, which is an honor, and I'm chuffed to get to speak to and about you in public. This is sure to be some fun. I'll try not to be too long for two reasons. One, it's awkward talking to a computer screen, and two, I have to send this video file to someone in South Africa, and it's going to take a long time if it's too big. So let's just move on. To Francis, Fran, Franny, Franny Brand, Franny Pants, Franola Oil, Peanut, Frangelina. It's your 21st birthday, and for the speech I figured it would be easier to break the different aspects of Fran into categories. So let's have some fun. The first category I've got is Fran the Dancer. Anyone who's spent a decent amount of time with Fran will know that at least every second day she will without fail declare that she wants to go dancing, mostly at Tin Roof. She'll say stuff like, "Let's go dancing! We haven't been dancing in ages, we should go dancing." And we're like, "Fran, we went last night." She's like, "Yeah, we haven't been dancing in ages, let's go dancing." Sometimes Fran would get away and we'd go dancing. Or at least some of us would dance. I'm not entirely sure what it was that Fran was doing. Never really looked much like dancing, but it was cute and kind of penguin-like, and she had fun, so I guess at the end of the day, it was all good. The second category is Fran the Flasher. A side we all know pretty well when it comes to Fran. Some of us know that side a little too well. Fran has a pretty nice selection of clothes, and she seems to put a lot of effort into what she wears. The only problem is that the effort seems to be channeled towards wearing that which is most likely to end in her flashing everyone, should there be but the slightest breath of air. The best part is when she pretends to be shocked or embarrassed, and she grabs her clothing and pulls it down with a sheepish look on her face. This happened one time at college with Carl and I, and the flash was so long that Carl and I could both see the birds that were decorating Fran's undergarments. And then she shouts, "They weren't birds! They weren't birds!" which she still claims to this day. She probably yelled it out right now, in fact, but just ask Carl. They were birds. She also, in fact, tried to flash me last year at her birthday. The only problem was she was wearing a bikini at the time, so I managed to stop her just in time. The next category I got is Fran and Straw Rum. Wherever you go, whatever you go there to do, Fran has to have her shot of straw rum. Don't ask me why, but that's just how she rolls. If a group of us go to Cafe Royale in town for milkshakes, Fran will have a milkshake and a shot of straw rum. If we go out for supper at Puncho's, Fran has supper, a couple of margaritas, and a shot of straw rum. Even when we go to the movies, and Fran, you thought no one knew this, but we've all seen you, she'll take a shot of straw rum out of her bag and Bob's your uncle, down it goes. All I'm trying to say is, think twice before you ask Fran to babysit for you. I've been there. It's not a happy picture. The next three categories I thought I'd put into one, and those three categories are Fran and men, Fran and men, and Fran and men. If you know Fran, you know this. Fran loves men. A lot. For most girls, when a guy walks by, if he's hot, she'll comment or maybe fan herself. But with Fran, as long as he's male, we're all going to hear about it. And the fanning antics are going to kick in. She'll say stuff like, "Oh, but look at his arms. Oh, he's so Beulah. I just want to bite him. I'd pinch that tush any day. Yeah, so what if his face is ugly? Have you seen that body?" And so on. And these three categories, I think, spill over into another two. The first one is Fran and Edward. Oh, her Edward. Enough said. And the second is Fran and her phone, which can also be known as Fran and men. One might notice that when there's a shortage of men walking around, Fran can be found looking at her phone, gasping, fanning herself, and undoubtedly showing her phone to any girl nearby or one of her GBFs. Fran has quite a selection of salacious pictures on her phone that can whet her appetite whenever she desires. You may ask how I know this. Well, for some reason, when there are no girls or GBFs around, She decides to show me the pictures, expecting me to react with boundless excitement. Only I don't. She then defends her actions by saying something like, "Isn't he beautiful?" No, Fran, I don't think so. Here's a category that I reckon will get a laugh. Fran the driver. Fran was this close to getting a monthly paycheck from the traffic department because they thought she worked there given how much time she spent there. If anyone here still has to do the driver's test, just ask Fran about which cop you'd want to or not want to get. She knows them all. In fact, whichever cop you do get, you could probably just tell them you know Fran, because chances are they're friends. Fran had a pretty rough ride to getting her driver's license. From driving into poles, ramping up pavements, going backwards instead of forwards, rolling on the hill, knocking down innocent civilians, driving through school fences at break time, you name it. With a record like this, I cannot help but think that some guy must have walked past her car while she was taking her test, or worse still, that she had her usual shot of straw rum while taking the test. I guess we'll never know, but the day finally came when Fran passed her driver's license, and rumour has it that she paid particular attention to her clothes that day, which was a particularly windy day. The next category is Fran the photographer. Where Fran never goes without a shot of straw rum, she never goes anywhere without her trusty camera. And to be fair to her, you never know when there's going to be a guy around who needs his picture taken. Fran takes photos of anything and everything, and honestly, this is one of the things I love about her. Thanks to Fran, we all have so many good memories to look back on, of numerous times spent together at the beach, the movies, restaurants, friends' houses, traffic departments, you name it. The photos are always uploaded on Facebook almost before they were even taken. She wastes no time in sharing her pictures with everyone, and I'm pretty sure everyone loves being able to have a look through them and enjoy the good times and memories that her albums show. My penultimate category for Fran is Fran the musician. Fran studies music at the South African College of Music at UCT. Okay, so my last category, kidding, I'm joking. Fran, as you know, is an extremely talented musician. She may not think so herself, but I will never forget the first time that I heard her playing in chamber music. I didn't really know her at the time, and she looked so young and timid that I wasn't really sure what to expect. But when she started playing her clarinet, I was genuinely surprised at how musical she was, and the ease with which she brought the music to life. Fran, I know you sometimes question yourself as a musician, but I admire what you can do and could listen to you playing anytime. And my last category is Fran the lady and Fran the friend. This is the best and most true category for Fran. As a lady, Fran never farts. Never has, never will. That's a lie. I've heard them. Don't let her fool you. She farts. Alright, so jokes aside, I met Fran on the stoop at college while sitting with Annalise. She made a strong first impression with her nosebleed. She was fun, friendly, and smiley, and as I've come to know Fran over the last few years, I've come to know a person that life is hard to imagine without. Fran is what many people would call a best friend. She is selfless and will do anything for anyone if it will help them. She gives of herself and her time to make other people happy, and she always finds a way to bring joy, smiles, and laughter into your day, be it a good one or not. She always makes a big deal of people on their birthdays, including pretty epic countdowns on Facebook. She pays attention to the things that you hold dear, and she remembers the smallest things about you, reminding you of these things when you need them the most. Fran is always up for an adventure or a party, and makes sure that her groups of friends find the time to hang out for a meal, a swim, or just a good old-fashioned chinwag. Fran, you have grown to become an amazing young woman and a dear friend. Your smile is infectious, and your laugh contagious. I have huge respect for the person you are, and I hope to call you friend for the rest of my life, regardless of where we find ourselves in the world. You are a shining light to everyone around you, and on this, your 21st birthday, I wish you every good thing you've ever dreamed of having. My prayer for you is that God will bless you abundantly, and that His love will keep flowing through you, blessing so many lives. You're a champ and a friend, and I miss you loads. Love you, Franny, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers, everyone. Have a good party. I'm out.